On my birthday special, I am very sorry to say that I don't have a musical piece for you guys. Even though if you, some of you really expected that, I am truly sorry. But maybe I can repay that right here. I will attempt to play Megalovania. No, I think I remember it like this. I'm sorry if my playing was a little slow or something like that. It's that I haven't touched the ukulele in a while. I was just busy doing like artist stuff because you know what? I will call myself mediocre. But I was doing like art stuff and like I got caught up with it and I haven't touched my ukulele, so yeah, I'm sorry to those who I disappointed who thought this was a music channel. This was a music channel. But you know, that's okay, I guess, if you understand, and none of you won't get angry at me because I had lots of things to learn for that. But yeah, we're gonna put it away for a second. We'll see you in a millennia. I'm kidding, no. And here's the thing. So I've been practicing like these face sketches lately, and yeah, the face sketches and bottle sketches, like guidelines and that. And one of them, one of those face sketches, which was one of my first uses of it, it was extremely terrifying. Like, dude, this is my sleep paralysis demon or something. Not offending those who actually have sleep paralysis demon, like any of you. I am. That was a joke. But it might actually. But I've been studying. No, not studying. I am trying out these things. Like there's also dates up there, just in case I want to look back and see how bad I was. I'm sorry, future me. Yeah, and there is this too, which is, well, I have been doing fingers stuff. Like, most of them are sideways fingers. Thank you, drawing like a sir. But, as I realized, I wasn't ready drawing human anatomy yet. But, I continued doing the sidewards finger anyway. Because I'm like, hey, I already know how to do this, so why not? Because how easy it is that, I don't know if this counts as a tutorial, but it's like three strokes. It's like three strokes. I don't know about you guys, but it's like three strokes. And you just add in more stuff, like a nail, but sideways. The top of it is like flat. But back to, what I was saying. Some of them were really chunky, some of them looked like bones, and some of them legit looked like some old man's fingers. I'm sorry for who are actually old men and I'm not offending anyone here. All right, I'm not offending anyone. And here, here was I was talking about the bottles thing. You have no idea how fun these are. I was a little skeptical when I saw that how to use guidelines video, like on objects. I'm like no way. Even though I knew it was right, I was gonna try it anyway because I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'd learn it at some point, you know, and when I was drawing the bottles, when I was drawing the bottles, especially the squarish ones. I remember to make the same drawing without any sketches. I called them guidelines first, but my friend just told me just call them sketches. So, yeah, I know how to properly use that word now, so thank you for giving me that term. But, it's pretty fun doing these sketches with bottles on them. I mean, that just don't look at the ones that have an X, alright? I messed up on those. But as an artist, you mess up a lot. Or, I am sort of an artist. But everyone's an artist. Even the most horrible 5-year-old drawer is an artist deep inside. Yeah. And, that's gonna wrap it up for this section. Yeah. There's also some things I want to show. Like, a thing I did, which I never ever told or showed anyone in public or on social media. It's this, the Fun Gang, the checker piece. If you don't see the text "the Fun Gang," it's because I probably took that in a very low perspective. But it says "the Fun Gang, the checker piece." All right, just remember that. It's obviously for some drawing book cover contest. I'm like, hey, why shouldn't I just join in? I'm like, oh, yeah, like that. And I had a really fun doing it, even though it was a little rushed, especially with that legs, they thick. Susan, please don't. And on Chris, he looks like an adult, honestly. And it says merge with, like, it's a sort of crossover thing. So what I did was, for those who are OGs who read books, you probably know what this is. It's Hardy Boys, sort of. It's one of those book covers. I'm obviously not gonna show it because it's gonna be copyrighted. I am scared. All right, and I'm like, hey, why shouldn't I partner Deltarune with the Hardy Boys? Of course, this is fan made. Fan made. So I made that abomination. And then, well, there's things I never showed to anyone else besides my friends. Chaotic moments. Yes, no T, because everyone likes moment. So, Chaotic Moments is basically supposed to be a series I was gonna make, but it never actually came out one episode. I was, a little skeptical, like, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna flop real bad. It doesn't have any budget whatsoever. No one's probably gonna enjoy it. So, yeah, I actually did that. And, I can show you some stuff here, like, some of these are actually my online friends, like E and Human, like, just a normal Human. If you're there, I hope you like these. They weren't that good. And then, there's these, a cool stop guy. And then, you probably could tell where I ended it. It's probably, it's just a stack of pancakes. In that scene, there was supposed to be like, let's say a table, but not in an upwards way kind of thing. It's like in a sidewards perspective. Yeah. And there's, that's that, but, I wouldn't want to add anything more because I'm totally demotivated. I do not have the imagination for that, too, yeah, and I do not have the skills to make such thing. Probably. Yeah, but yeah. What is this 10-minute stuff? I don't know. I really like to say some more stuff. Like, I don't know. It's probably a discarded thumbnail. Yes, it was. It's a discarded thumbnail. Yeah, a discarded thumbnail. It was supposed to be, that Dr. Livesey meme thing? It's exactly that. But, I'm like, goodness, how am I gonna do this? And then, well, my personal favorite thumbnail, it was, Task Manager. Looks good. Looks absolutely good. But then, everything after that, I tried to replicate that kind of aura, but it's like, I can't. But, every other artist who's gone through this can probably relate with me, so, yeah, and, if some of you weren't OGs, I can probably talk about Just Shapes and Beats. You know that old game that nobody probably cares about anymore? Well, I think I'm gonna do that sometime when I finish Deltarune. Because I don't want to play like any indie games anymore. Like, I just want to play something else, I keep playing like indie games on Switch. Like, why don't I try something else? Because I miss stuff. I miss Just Shapes and Beats. That's actually my first video ever. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but it was my first video ever. But there was one thing I haven't talked about yet. And well, that isn't actually my first video. You see, when I was way younger, you know that robot game where you shoot thing, and that, yeah, I made a video about that in someone else's account. I'm not gonna say whose it is because all of you will flock there and go, "Oh my goodness, this is TGB's very first video. Oh my god." Yeah, I wouldn't say who it is. All right, so all of you will go like mad pat and go, "Hey internet, it's me, this name," and we'll be debunking which is TGB's first video ever. No, I do not like that. I want it to stay very mysterious until I have a face reveal, which is when I hit the impossible milestone of 1 billion subs. The first person in the world who gets 1 billion subs, which is me, hopefully, yes. Or maybe it's gonna be Mr. Beast because he's very well known already, and well, he has 100 million subs and still going. Or is it gonna be T series? It's probably gonna be T series, but I got my bets on myself, even though I have no money. But JSAB, it's pretty cool actually. JSAB, that's why I picked it, and that setup. Well, that's when I haven't had everything else yet. So my first I'm gonna be eating chips while doing this, okay? So my first setup was in the dining table. Everything else was dark. I think I sort of saturated the thing way higher. Like, that's probably why it looks suspiciously bright. I just wanted it to get higher. No, not higher views. But just so it won't look as suspicious, like it actually looks like gameplay. Yeah. JSAB, it isn't a weird game, it's a really fun game. This is not sponsored by JSAB. Okay, and then after that, well, the channel was sort of dead for a while. Like, I never actually did anything else in it. It's a dead channel for a while. And then I started making Minecraft videos. But I didn't know how to make, let's say thumbnails. So, I asked my uncle if he can help me. And he said, yeah. I can help you with that. And yeah, thanks, uncle. Thanks. So he helped me with that, and then after a little while, I sort of couldn't depend on him anymore because he's always pretty busy. So he just told me, make your own. And then that's when I started to use the thumbnail maker. And yeah, it's an app. And that's the age when my Minecraft videos stopped. You know why? Because I got lost and died in my Minecraft world, and I had no idea where to go. I even looked at the photos, and I couldn't just get it. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. I legit couldn't find it. Yeah. Then I started to make very not so funny YTPs. I didn't know they were funny at the time. So that's when the age of YTPs started in my channel. It's not YouTube, just in my channel. So like, if you remember the first TDS video ever, which included the winter event, yeah, it was that one. So then, you know, I thought people actually liked this, so kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And then I got to a point where I had everything I need to make a Let's Play. So, and I have a Switch. And you know where I played my JSEB on? A Switch. And I had a camera, which was my iPad. I didn't have an editing software at the time. I'm like, oh my god, I'm sorry for the noises. But the only editing software I ever had was like the photo on, like, the photos and that. And then like, man, it's really improved. And then I got everything I need, so I should be good to go. Also on the, when I was doing Minecraft Sky Wars, it was pretty interesting at first. It was really fun. And then I just got bored at it. I kept dying. Skill issue, of course. And then, well. We are starting to get to the recent ages. So, at around the time of TDS where how do I say this? Like, around the Halloween event, I'm like, man, I should really make something else. And then after that, let me shoot, I'm sorry. After so many videos of the same non-funny YTPs, up until the Easter event, where there's vine booms in that. Oh, there's no vine booms, there's The Rock. I created my first Let's Play video ever. And it was Kirby, Superstar Kirby. And that's when, you know, I am so forgetful. For that, I need to get 100 subs. And if you remember, I had 2 voice reveals. Because the first one, it was a little misleading in that. So I made a second one, and it's just that I cringe out, you know. But that's natural, you know. ASMR. I will not tag this as ASMR, alright. Only one Pringle left. So So like what happened next? And they said, look, this is good enough. And then I made, Curvy Superstars, Punch Out from the 80s, and yada yada yada. And then this is how much I remember, alright? It may not be actual history on my channel, but yeah. And then in that one fateful Reddit post, I posted Mr. Jocelyn fan art, and everyone was like, approved, upvote, yeah. And I'm like, hey, why don't I start using this as a thumbnail? And then in one of my Amore thumbnails, Mr. Jocelyn fan art was there. The thing that started the whole traditional fan art thing. It's there. And then when everyone else said, keep this going, that's pretty good. Well, I kept going and going, It's pretty good when the pencil hits the paper. And then there came other games and that. And then I just made another uninteresting YTP. Which is Polluted Wastelands 2 experience. Because you always put that. And it didn't feel like a YTP. Alright? It didn't. It was just interesting. I mean, Tower Blitz YTPs and that. And, the I'll be back stuff, well, it was either someone interrupting me, or I just want to take a break and go to the bathroom. That was it, literally. Alright, it was either someone interrupting me, or I just want to go go to the bathroom. That's literally it. That is your answer, alright? And, let's see. And then there came a time where this is literally what you all see now, alright? I think I don't have to explain this much, but, there was, well, how do I say this? How do I say this again? This is so awkward. My birthday special. Well, oh right, the first thumbnail ever that had color in it was the Face Your Fears. And, well, literally everything else, it didn't have any color in it whatsoever. It was plain dead. Alright? No, it wasn't dead. It wasn't soulless either. It may look a little effortless, alright? But you know what? I put a lot of effort into it, Well, yeah. Some people may not like it, some people will, but I'm still gonna do it. And I'm still gonna get improving. Yeah. And it will take decades. And so, up until leading this point, up until that Spamton video, well, you could probably say that my voice hasn't changed one bit. Let's say, oh yeah, thank you if you were there for the very start, like, if you were Dark Dino, no, you're not Dark Dino, he was one of my passions, probably, but if you were, like, there from the very start, who saw all of this madness unfolding and folding, or just unfolding, or if you were there halfway and like, oh yeah, okay, or if you were in any point there, or if you're just some random person that just got this video into your recommendeds and you're like, oh, this is someone's birthday special, sure, I'll attend it. And if you're just that random guy, You know what? Thanks, random guy. And thanks to all the other random guys who were there from the start. Who were there, who watched me, even though with all my silly stuff, and who's just that one kid on YouTube. Yeah. But, you know, at least some people care. Some. Yeah, yeah, that's very good. And some of my friends also helped, you know, or one of them, a couple. It was the pixel artist. Yeah, so there you go. You had like a half of a video's worth of Premiere. That should be good enough for you, right? Well, after all this, maybe I should still keep going. Maybe I should look back here around 10 years later. Also, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that Memory Day video. You know, that one Memory Day video in when it had like it's everywhere at the end of time music. Alright. Everywhere at the end of time. It's sad. That's why I put it there. It wasn't supposed to be happy like that. Unless, you know, I could do that. Just, I don't know, not that good. I actually did most of my stuff on iMovie before. I did editing there before. Alright. So, my dog. I think that's gonna be it, as I think. And there were watermarks too on my old thumbnails. And there were also just JPEGs from the TDS Wikipedia. Yeah, that's it. Alright. I think I'm gonna unprivate some of those videos because I'm just afraid of letting out that one Deltarune animation video. It's not even most of my I don't even animate. Those weren't my animations. It's like a Big Shot playing in the background and Deltarune animations playing there. It's around that time where I didn't know what Deltarune was, but I knew what the music was like. Dun 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 dun. You know, I myself didn't know that at that time. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is such a banger. I probably said that to myself. And so I made a whole thing dedicated to it. And there was just spam in there. I'm afraid I might get copyrighted. I copyrighted from a lot of people who did those animations. So, yeah. I will unprivate those videos. Because some of you will go there, a lot of you will go there, and go, hey, this is the stuff you did before, this is the stuff you did before, and I will say yes. Well, probably. You won't know. Or, do you? No. Vsauce was like 12 years ago. Yeah. I actually got most of my knowledge in the internet. But I think that's like, I'm gonna wrap it up. I talked to a camera for around 20 or 30 minutes. But I'm actually talking to some, you know, public audience who is there digitally and who is looking there at the front of the screen and, you know, you're a gamer. No. Well, you are a gamer. You are a true gamer. I swear. Someone's gonna make a YTP because of this. Like, what is it? Someone's gonna sample my voice and put it in some Queen YTP, like Attack of the Killer Gamer. No, that's enough. I don't know, like, there's so much things to say about, but my brain is like, no more history to know about. Yeah. Also, those Cuphead stuff were hard. That sent me to hell. If I did those Cuphead videos, like, without deleting some of it because I kept dying, it would probably stretch to around 2 hours. So, I think that's it for the birthday special. And now you can watch this all over again. So, bye.